Did you know that when a person thinks a thought, that thought is real in spirit? That's right, it actually exists as an energy in the spirit world. In the spirit world, it has form and is alive. The more intense and consistent the thought or feeling, the longer it remains in the space. So, if someone in the space says, "I love you," and really means it, then that energy will become a part of the space. If all thoughts were loving and positive, we wouldn't have to worry about the energy around us. But we all know that life is filled with problems and challenges that generate thoughts that are considered negative in nature, such as hate, anger, jealousy, sadness, depression, grief, etc. If the same type of thought continues daily for a period of time, the energy associated with that thought will build and build and build in that space, and it will influence the people in the energy. There are a lot of situations that create negative energy, such as relationship issues, breakups, or divorces, especially when there are custody battles or support issues. This can go on for years, and it can generate a lot of negativity. Financial problems create a lot of stress and worry, and that can generate a lot of negative thoughts. Trying to sort out a career path or just going through the day-to-day issues of work can create a lot of stress and a lot of negative energy. Grieving can often last for years, and the buildup of those thoughts can actually extend the grieving period. It can be more challenging to end the cycle of depression if you constantly live in the thoughts and energies that create the depression in the first place. Thoughts from pain and illness can actually make the symptoms worse, which then creates more negative thoughts, and it creates a vicious cycle. The energy created by fears can actually attract more negative energies to you, which just intensifies the feelings. Addictions are a double whammy because you have the thoughts that created the condition in the first place, and then the thoughts that come from the addiction aspect. All that negative self-talk generates a lot of negative energy, and it can make it really hard to turn your thoughts and your life around. So how is your life actually affected by all of the negative thoughts created by all of life's challenges? Well, it makes decision-making more difficult. You'll question or doubt yourself, and your intuition will be clouded. You'll end up making mountains out of molehills as your problems will become magnified. Fears and anxieties become stronger, and it becomes harder to push them aside. You may have less tolerance, as the negative energies can push all your buttons that push you right over the edge. My aunt lived in her apartment for over 40 years. After we cleansed and protected it, she discovered that her headaches and her aches in general decreased. Healers or sensitives will be especially affected by the negativity. Each person will be unique in the way that the negative energy affects him or her. This woman moved into a new home, and her cat started clawing at her favorite carpet, which it had never done before. Once the cleansing and protection was done, the cat stopped the clawing. It was reacting to the energies in the new home. These are just a few ways that your life can be affected by the negative energies that may surround you. Have you or those you live or work with been going through stressful emotional times? Does the energy in your home or workspace feel heavy or hot? Do you get an uneasy feeling in the space for no reason at all? Do you hear knocking or noises in your home or workspace that can't be explained? Have you just moved into a new home, or are you living in a space that has never had an energy cleansing? If you've just moved into a new home, you'll be living in the old energies of the people that used to live there. When someone leaves, they don't take that energy with them. It stays behind, and if they were unhappy, you will start living in your new home with their old energy surrounding you. Do you live in a heavily populated area, or what's considered to be a rough neighborhood? Even if you're a positive person, these outside influences can affect you. Energy has no boundaries, so any negativity from outside of your home can make its way into your home. If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you could benefit from home or workspace cleansing and protection. Negative energies are heavy, hot, and or dark in nature. Removing them will result in the space feeling cooler and looking brighter or clearer. Removing the negative energies can decrease physical ailments and symptoms if they're being generated by the negative energy. Removing old energies can result in a feeling of well-being and make decision-making easier. Living and working in a cleansed and protected energy can improve communication for all those in the space because they won't be affected by outside influences or old thoughts and feelings. Keeping a home or workspace free from negative energies is important to a life path. It ensures that a person can work through his or her life lessons and challenges without having to fight negative energies generated by other people. It ensures a person has the best life experiences possible. Spirit guides and teachers can communicate with people in the space easier, as they don't have to fight through the negativity. This is extremely beneficial for those of you meditating to communicate with those in spirit. You can feel safe and relaxed and just enjoy your space because protected energy helps to keep other people's negative energies or negative entities from entering the space. You start fresh each day because unwanted energies are not allowed to build up. You'll be more productive and more focused when it comes to your day-to-day activities when you don't have to deal with unwanted energies.